there, I'm Leanne and I am here with Tom from SCAT Crankshafts to learn about their variations of different products this year at SEMA. Now, I know that you guys have so many different components. How do you make this a finely tuned machine?
Well, the crank, of course, is at the heart of the engine, and it's fit with all the other things like rods and pistons and bearings and things. And of course, the crank, with all the different models, we have about 4,000 different cranks in our system. So with all the different models, they're combined with, we make 400 different connecting rods, and then you have all the different types of engines and pistons and so forth and so on. So the challenge is balancing. And of course, one of the things that we try to do is to help the engine builder with the design of the crank so that his job is made easier. And one of the ways that we do that is to take and custom make the crank to the components that he's going to use. And one of the things that we're featuring at the show today, or through the 4 days anyway, is that we've taken the cranks and made them more specific so that we can take the challenge away from the engine builder, make his life easier, and he can make some more money doing it. So it's the size of the counterweight, the shape of the counterweight is all what it's about, and of course that has to be machined, and we're starting with a piece of steel, and at the end of the day, voila, there's a crankshaft. So it's just a question of how we machine it, and if we know the information from the customer, then we'll machine it his way so that he gets the job done.
So what does this mean for the high horsepower guys?
Well, the high horsepower guys, we have cranks that are there to make that, that engine work, and we have forgings and billets, and it's more important for them of what we do, because with the high horsepower, you've got all of the challenges of the balance. And of course, you don't want the crank coming apart on you, and the way you make that happen is making sure, number one, you got the right product, and number two, making sure that it's balanced.
So if I come to you with certain specifications on things that I want, how would you cater to me?
Well, we'd ask questions, and we have kind of a standard litany of what we ask, and by asking the questions, then we can make sure that you're on track. The last thing we want to do is sell you something that doesn't work or isn't really compatible for what you want to do. So we need to know. The key to the whole thing is communication, and it's our job to service the expectation of the customer. And the only way we can do that is to communicate, ask questions, figure out what they need. If they're making a mistake, we'll tell them why. We won't force them into something, but we'll tell him why we believe that what he's doing is not exactly right. On the other hand, we'll shake his hand and say, hey, you're right on. That's exactly what you need. Have a nice day.
When you're trying to balance out your motor, I think that SCAT is definitely the way to go. Now, for the consumer, where can they learn more information about your products?
Well, our products are available on the web. It's scatenterprises.com or scatcrankshafts.com. And then, of course, we sell through distributors as well as we sell direct, but through the distributors you can go to the Summit catalog, the Jake's catalog, Motor State, the different distributors, and you'll see pages of advertising there describing our products. And we've tried to give you as much information as we possibly can. We have a 100-page catalog that has everything in it. And of course we have a telephone and we have internet and all that. And just communicate with us, and we're happy to take care of you, and no question is too long or too short. We got to get the job done. The only way we can do that is for you to tell us what you need, and we'll do our best to reach your expectations.
All right, you guys heard it here on Power Automedia.